Hey y'all, hey. It is Friday. Happy Friday. Come on in here. Please hit that like button. If you are not subscribed and you would like to subscribe, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button because you are appreciated. So, y'all, there is so much to talk about and unfold, okay? Yes, I got some folding to do of my own. However, we're going to get this in and we're going to talk about it because it's a lot to discuss. And I hope that somebody can learn a lesson and get the message that I am trying to send. So, y'all, first and foremost, have anybody noticed that today is Friday, and of course we know Sharita has to go be the sports mom that she portrays to be, okay? However, she has completely, it's like the girl came out on YouTube, wreaked havoc like a EF4 tornado, wreaked havoc on the YouTube streets, and then tried to clean it all up by deleting everything. When I say everything, even the community wall posts, everything has been deleted. And you know why she deleted that? Because not only is she embarrassed, there are many factors to why she deleted this, but here is another reason that she had deleted those videos as well as those posts. See, I wouldn't have added anything additional if she would have left the post on her page on the community wall, but because she deleted what was on the community wall, even the stuff that she shared, she been deleting stuff, but something that she shared, she deleted it off her community wall. And I know her little, here's her excuse. Oh, I don't ever keep people's stuff on my community. No. I, in my opinion, feel like because you got to go play sports mom somewhere in your deranged, twisted mind, you got to like delete everything that you've done and you think it just makes it go away. You think pushing stuff away just makes it go away. You think you can wreak havoc and the stuff just go away? No, there's evidence that you've wreaked havoc in these YouTube streets. And now you just trying to delete everything like it didn't happen. But no, you've left stains, you've left trees down, you left all types of stuff happening in just corruption in these YouTube streets. Not only that, ma'am, I know you say you have a brain like an elephant, but if anybody don't know what that means an elephant knows, like, he'll remember anything. You do something to an elephant, 10 years later, the elephant, they like a Scorpio. 10 years later, they're going to come try to get you for it. There's a video of an elephant literally just out of nowhere. They had the cameras. I guess the people living in Africa or something. So they lived in like this big old brick house, and it was like a big old, I don't know. But the elephant came and knocked down the front door, and people were saying like elephants, they don't play. They literally remember stuff from years and years and years ago, and they'll come back and get you for it. But I said that to say, you say you got a brain like an elephant, but I don't think you have a brain like an elephant. I just think you make it up as you go. Okay? You out here lying, talking about, what are y'all talking about? How am I talking about Mrs. Carver's house? Or how am I talking about that my name is associated with her house? If I'm talking about, her husband. Matter of fact, you didn't want to read a comment that said the word home or house or trailer or any of that. You didn't want to read nothing that was the truth, okay? You kept talking about the husband, and people kept saying, no, she's talking about the house. You didn't want to hear that. You try to act like you're doing something else. Like that's my brain couldn't even like grasp what the heck you was trying to lie about, because I'm like, no, my brain is logical. My brain know that the husband has nothing to do with a train. However, a train, if you look at a train, yes, If you look at it, it's a trailer. Of course, it's going to look like a train. Okay, of course. But you know for a fact that, and this is the crazy thing, y'all see how she lies? Y'all see how she just make up stuff? That's the point of why I'm still on this doggone home in the train. Because y'all gonna get this. Y'all gonna get this. Yes, I heard it from Chrissy. And we're going to talk about Chrissy video, child, because I got something to say about that too. But yes, I heard it from Chrissy that's what you said. And I'm like, wow, that makes sense. And you knew it made sense. That's why you created it. That's why you called you and your people the train riders. Like, it's so funny that you were literally, this is so crazy, you were literally bringing up people that's not even in like the sector, or it like that's not even on YouTube. You bringing up Money Talk with Mika, you bringing up Miss Loretta, and these people that can't come out here and validate anything you saying. Okay, that's the first. Oh, it's multiple red flags. That's just another red flag. Okay. And again, you were trying to avoid any comment that had the word home, house, or trailer in it. Because you knew that you were talking about Mrs. Carver and her home. And you associated her home with the train. And you called, I bet you were telling Mika, come out here and tell us, girl. I bet you were telling her, yeah, we the train riders, so I need a train. I need it to look like this. We the train riders because we riding this old lady. No offense, Mrs. Carver. I'm not, being disrespectful to you, but that's what she was saying when she was creating this image to come out here and, do all the stuff that she did to you. And then try to come back to you and try to like use little cash app parties and act like she cared, act like she had some pull. That was just probably the guilt trip you into for like forgiving her so you don't have to hold it against her. But because of who she is, like her true colors, who she really is, like she don't care. She'll just completely like throw whoever up under the bus. She don't care. That's just the type of person that she is. She'll just throw people under the bus, okay? And so because she's like that, that's just a whole nother story. But anyhow, let's get on. Let's stay on topic, child. Ooh, child. Nonetheless, the girl is a liar and not a very good one, okay? Not a very good one at all. We see the lies, okay? And the fact that you would sit over there and lie to them people, I really wish they wake up and see that, to see like you for who you are. I mean, it gotta be evident. It gotta be clear. Like, if you can sit up here and lie about something, I don't know if you're lying because you don't want to change the name, because she came out here and she like, not like she punked you or anything, or maybe I did feel like she kind of punked you and told you to change the name. Who the heck you think you is telling me that my house look like a train and you finna ride it like you riding me? No, you need to ride yourself somewhere else, like on down the road, as she would say. I'm sorry, Lord. I need to stick to the mission, to the message. I'm sorry. But however, you thought that you was gonna just say, oh, that's not what I meant. And then try to manipulate and lie and show who you really are and show how you don't care and you don't have any accountability and you're not changing the name. All right, she like, that's your prerogative. You ain't gotta change it. That's your prerogative. But I'm sure she gonna feed you with a long-handed spoon. And didn't I say it, y'all? I told y'all need to scroll on down that community post and you need to see where I said that she was a hair Now I got some good thick coarse hair, okay, and even my one little string of hair is a little thick. It's thick, right? But however, that's how like close she was to cursing out Mrs. Carver. And she went on there this morning. I don't know. I don't think I processed any and everything she said. But I know she was yelling. I know she was doing all that screaming. I know she was, saying she wasn't gonna, I knew that much. And I knew she was saying something about the husband. Why won't you focus on what it is so we can all see that it makes sense that you said you was a train rider? Thank you. Can you not make it make sense for the people in your chat who sit there and continue? Did she? Wait a minute. She erased today's video too. Wait a minute. Did she erase today's video too? Girl, we saw you sitting with the sausage on your pants leg. I mean, I guess you from the South, so maybe it's a Southern thing. But we saw you sitting there looking all... Yeah, girl, we saw it, okay? But anyhow, child, let's move on. Chrissy. Child. And for the people in Chrissy chat, y'all just mad because she didn't block me. Y'all just mad that I was able to go into a chat and respectfully, speak and say what I wanted to say. Y'all just mad because I did the same thing in Shonda's chat. But Shonda, that was a whole thing where it was just a whole back and forth. It shouldn't have been like that. Oh, I got something to say. You too, Shonda. But it shouldn't have been like that. It was just, that was just too much. But even then I was respectful. But y'all just mad that I didn't get blocked. Y'all just mad that I came into a space where you felt like I wasn't invited, but clearly I was there, and clearly I didn't get kicked out. So clearly I was welcomed, right? Yeah. I knocked on the door. Okay? But y'all are Karen, acting like a Karen. Girl, you don't go sit down somewhere. I don't know who you are. I think I've seen you before because that little swoop looked familiar. But I'm just saying, please stop. And then somebody else that got the nerve, I think their name is Got the Nerve. You got the nerve to question why I'm over there. I've been waiting on somebody to tell that lady about herself, honey. And she's so distraught. She's so flabbergasted that people didn't like her couch. She's so shocked that people think she wearing fake LV. She's so shocked that people think she is not what she thought she was. She was just so disappointed in you, Chrissy. So disappointed that you would say the things that you said about her. Well, somebody should have told you something. Somebody should have stood up to you, because you needed to come off that pedestal, 74. You and SHERIIIITAAA. Both of y'all needed to come off y'all high horses. And now y'all standing right in front of everybody else. Vulnerable. Don't know what to do because your lies, your manipulation, all the little scams y'all been on and doing, it's coming to a head. It's coming to be revealed. Today, even though, people gonna talk their stuff, y'all gonna talk y'all stuff, everybody does. But today, Mrs. Carver said, and I wholeheartedly, Mrs. Carver said, I don't wish nothing bad on Roz. She's like, I don't want to see nothing bad happen to her. No, 74, nobody had them same sentiments that you had. Maybe those little evil people in the group, in the chat and stuff with you. But like Mrs. Carver, she don't want to see nothing bad happen to Roz, and she's in her right mind, and she's saying that she don't want to see nothing bad happen to her. She worried about you, Roz. Look at this. Mrs. Carver is worried about you, Roz, and she's trying to have some compassion in her heart But I pray to God, Mrs. Carver, that maybe you should look at this situation as you were over there hanging with demons, demonic people. So all the stuff that you were saying, Mrs. Carver, ain't no telling how them people influence you to be out here and be something that you know you better than. I do love you, Mrs. Carver. I know people gonna be like, girl, what? I just love the people, man. Like, it's just Mrs. Carver, like I don't like the stuff Mrs. Carver say. It's a lot of people that I got love for, and I don't like what they say. I be like, hey, you can't be saying that. Mrs. Carver, no, I don't agree with you say. I know you make big money off of YouTube, and I know you do it, go hard and do it because you make big money off of YouTube. But I mean, I can't tell a grown woman who's like my elder. I can't tell a grown woman like who the heck I think I just can't. I just can't. But you know what? I was actually talking with someone who is 68 years old, and we had a wonderful conversation. And I when she was talking to me, she was like, she asked me how old I am and stuff like that. She was like, I'm 37, but she was saying how when you get to 40, you'll find yourself looking at the calendar more and more. And she say time just speeds up so quickly. And you'll realize that you have more days behind you than you do ahead of you. So when she said that, I was like, wow, that is some wisdom. And I don't want to see you waste the days ahead of you, Mrs. Carver, out here with these people doing all this riffraff and acting all rowdy when you got so many things that you could be doing, because the days behind you are larger than the ones ahead of you. And I just want you to be able to live life comfortably and do great things in your age. That's all. I want what's right for a lot of people. It's like I'm able to come out here, have a conversation, and I'll be laughing at stuff, and I'll be trying to be a little funny, but I do be feeling like I'm a little comedian. I can't lie, y'all. I can't lie. I'm a little ethical comedian, okay? I ain't saying I'm always right, even in this time that I've been on here. I ain't saying that I'm always right, but I feel like I'm a little comedian, and I try to bring joy to people. I try to bring laughter and joy to people, and wisdom as well. And that's also another thing that I'm gonna say, because I know people but y'all know I gotta let y'all know how y'all are as well, okay? People were speaking, and someone came to the comments and they asked me, because I saw Meg the Stallion today walking into court, and it just reminded me of my Janae, how she's just so like petite, and she's she's a lawyer, so wearing a suit is not something that she's not familiar with. Okay, she's very familiar with wearing suits and wearing heels going into the courtroom. So when I saw that and it was purple, I thought of her, and the reason Meg the Stallion was going into court was because there's bloggers that have been harassing her. I didn't even know that, but she's taking it to court. And so I just thought of my Janae, and hoping that one day that she's able to do the same, because she has been out here and been harassed by so many older women. Now, she has said some things that were very difficult to listen to. And you know what? For her, it was very difficult to listen to these people saying, oh, this is happening and this is happening about somebody's mother. Like, come on, y'all. I have spoken about this before. I've actually been in tears at the thought of y'all sitting up here wishing bad on someone's mother and wishing that a person doesn't have their mother on this earth with them. Like, that brought me to tears. How dare y'all, when I see women crying every day, and it's been years and years, when they crying out and just wishing and hoping that they had a mother, wishing that they was able to call their mother, and they can't. But I got women out here that are just completely oblivious to being compassionate towards someone and what they're going through and can't see beyond this stupid YouTube drama saying things. So yeah, she came at you in a way. She came at you with the same energy. She came at you how she chose to. That ain't got nothing to do with me. But yes, I still have love for her. And I know that she probably didn't mean those things, but she said those things because she was outraged that people will still try to taunt, rise, and say those horrible things and wish things and put things in an atmosphere that are not true. That are not true. And so, yes, she said some things that were not nice at all. But she didn't say those things and say that's what she wished for everybody. She's specifically talking to 74 who don't care about what she say. Did you see how she mocked her? Did you see how she was hitting the bong? Because she's out here trying to hit bongs and trying to wish hope horrible things. And now y'all want to be outraged. Well, why weren't y'all outraged when 74 was over there hitting bongs saying what she hope happens to the kids? Why was y'all over there like that wasn't wrong? Why weren't y'all outraged? Why y'all want to be outraged because now she's talking to 74 about the stuff that she went through because clearly she feel like she hasn't gotten the help that she needs in order, because she's literally crazy. You right, Davion. I mean, the fact that she even know dates. Somebody said that. Not you, Davion, but she know dates. She know what the date that Roz left. I didn't even know it's been 3 weeks. Like, she know dates. Like, she's literally so obsessed. And she mad, Roz. She mad that you sitting back chilling, looking at this whole little left side get dismantled. And you said before you left off of YouTube for your time period, you said that God was gonna give you a front seat to all them people's destruction, and you have that. You have that front seat to look at the enemy just fall before you. The enemies, they just becoming vulnerable. They got your enemies or your footstool. Right, just rest your feet on them because, yes, they are your footstool. And I'm watching it. I'm watching it. Okay? Wow, I see 222. What that mean, my Shanae girl? What that mean, girl? I ain't got one for 222. But I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. Thank y'all so much for listening. Thank y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Just know that I am just being who I am and just gotta, be honest and be true to myself and just be out here, in these YouTube streets. So I hope y'all enjoyed that thumbnail. I'm gonna find something really good. But all right, y'all, I'm gonna see y'all in the next video.